Ghanaian rapper Michael Akufo-Addo Sarkodie, aka you know what time it is, aka nearly involved in the car accident after engaging in a live video on Instagram with some of his followers and with some of his fans. So in that very video, Sarkodie was bragging about his fan base, about him Sarkodie, which he started way back in 2011, talking about the musician, the Ghanaian artist with most fans on social media. And then Sarkodie car nearly slid off the road, colliding with another one, if not for the smart intervention of his driver. Make you go watch this video. Sarkodie has a lot of thank you to say to God Almighty.
Of the world. Exactly, from this side of the world, the first artist to have an online fan base that we can tag them as they have a handle. Let me check what the numbers are. So our first, somebody can prove me wrong if anybody. So that's Team Sarkodie. Are you serious?
Shit.
Take your time, my brother.
Whoa.
That was close.
Been a motherfucker.
Are you serious?
Shit.
Take your time, my brother.
Whoa.
That was close.
Been a motherfucker.
Okay, so Team Sarkodie, that has like 87,000 followers.
But what year was it started though?
2011.
Swear.
Yeah, man. So 2011. That's Team Sarkodie. 2011, and then we have. Let me see. One has serious numbers though. Yeah. So Sat Native is 127,000.
Children are a blessing from God and obviously a fruit of the womb. And then in this picture circulating on social media, you see the mother of Sarkodie posing with his fleet of cars. Some weeks ago, Sarkodie's dad came to tell us of how he named Sarkodie and then why he named Sarkodie Michael. According to Sarkodie's dad, he named Sarkodie Michael because he was a staunch fan of the legendary Michael Jackson. May he rest in perfect peace. And then in this picture, you see Sarkodie's mother posing with a fleet of cars. That has generated a lot of convo on social media. People saying that at the end of the day, if you become what you really want to be, your mom will be proud of you, and then she's going to be posing with your fleet of cars and all of that. People have thrown a lot of shout outs to Sarkodie because today Sarkodie is also in the news because he seemed to have killed it on Wavy featuring Calligraph Jones. Calligraph Jones actually featured Sarkodie on that song, and if you haven't listened to the song yet, go listen to that song. Sarkodie really did justice, and then he made Ghana proud, even though he threw some shots to Ghanaian rappers. Okay, away from Sarkodie, let's focus our attention to someone who's been making news lately, Ogidi Brown of OGB Music. Ogidi Brown has been in the news recently because of his banter with Famille and Kelson Famille, saying that or the Famille Beko Antoine and all of that. We saw pictures and videos circulating on social media where Ogidi Brown went to Antoine, and then Famille also met Ogidi Brown halfway through at Antoine. Ogidi Brown finally has been speaking about a lot of things, and then it says that some time ago he sent Manifest a huge amount of money, but Manifest didn't do the feature that was demanded of him, and also Manifest has not been responding to his calls whenever he calls Manifest. Manifest not the picking calls, Manifest not the mind. Ogidi Brown talk say he be big person, he really know they understand why a lot of Ghanaians look down on people with disabilities, people with challenges, and people who are physically challenged. Basically, that is what I was saying. Also, any packets here, say Ghana for treating the Senna, treating no. I was for young video I bet I
do respect him a lot, but this particular thing here, and over there 6 months, and why magic scam. It is just a Nancy answer. More magic, can you Nancy answer? More magic scam on so one and no one. They too friendly besides say, I don't want you to knock at him. On foul corporate. Oh, and you're fine. I am a minimum how almost in home industry. And so me you'll be power. Or moon whom is about me moon me will be power. May a big rough. And so moon whom is Ghana and Casano, ye be a disabled and also be a yimbuno. No matter how you are, yimbuno. but so what babu chili pa be who said the brony kro me ujina ho brony be pam wo be ma mewurem brony said the abrofu be si kro yen na me bagana na me hunu me bia ya na ye ma ho metse na me hunu me bia ya na ye menya na nka mo pempem anka me fa omo nipa wo street so nyina anka me fa BF street no so ombe tina street no so no manya omanim kaseti ya no abebo car hwema be sire uska menya na nka me pempem pa cause me check me any say no me ye be sa bibisa but a big time project enye easy nipa ba ko ntimi nye Ghana for ye ndwene disable for ho what dey fan say me makwesi ametie na won ndwene me ho a enya hwe me no meti abochen adomunti no mapie abochire nso but who sit down on far left in them who ye bibi on ndwene ayawe for ho but one can who say emre bi beba mo aba akokra emre bi beba mo abo abrewa a wunya hoodin te se wo kan ni bi anhwe a wo bekuta poma na so betina hwichi mu nti ye ya ade a ye ndwene ye no ye ndwene opemfo ho wo de ndwene ye ya fancy ye jimi ya na yakọ ipira nti si ye beka dem si ye betimi yakobi e ma ne hu hia ho but dwene opemfo ho dwene akokora ho dwene abrewa ho so ho Ghana ni doma disable nkanesa you need doma disable industry challenge I may face ba kono challenge I may face ba me hu ne say eno kra no enya mia na ma brand me ho kakra otimi say ka ye fi me kra nipa ba ko pe na da bia me say metene so anama sorry menka se Kofi Kenyatta wasa so ho Kofi Kenyatta metan ne yenyom nipa ba ko pen na meka se bo ne din aka se no if I phone friends Kenyatta one na yenyom time cry fa phone friends block menyum se obeka se ne brand but omo maka no kakra bi pe menim se omo hu me se bia Ogidi den yo Ogidi bra adoma chede ekutami o enyo mo talent na bi kutami na bi nti e na me ntimi nya den enko but wo se musician bia nso kan hu se bi betimi ato e bia wo de e beto no na wa antena hwiche mu no antena hwiche ne e de wo to mpa so ne e pia wo.
All right, so that was Ogidi Brown making all those assertions, and then he could actually throw a Spain and talking about manifest and all of that. And then another news, Ogidi Brown has terminated a contract from crime officer. Yes, crime officer signed on to Ogidi Brown's label after he parted ways with Famia. Ogidi Brown talking about betrayal of Famia and all of that. Even when crime officer signed on to the label, we saw the signing on where there were some eggs and then a bottle of schnapp and all of that, saying Sesiano or the Kosiani Niama na sign a contract no and Sesia so from na and one say or the Antoana Ebejo, because sometimes word of mouth all came in from and all of that, you put it on paper and then at the end of the day ebeye in Sempi and all of that. And then Ogidi Brown has released an official statement that confirms the termination of crime officer's contract. But before we go into that, let me say a very big thank you to Dr. Amuzu. Yes, Dr. Amuzu has been so good to people who have really visited him for solutions. And then as also what Dr. Amuzu as well here also bet me the testimony about in the comments section below. Dr. Amuzu say or you kind of saying Obama challenges when you are facing challenges with Obama no what you say ebi a want to me boy juma ye want to me fire ebi a call 1 2 pe na waka adan ye fra kaka na masa jaisa ni amano what you say. Dr. Amuzu say brana so here, and then all you have to do is to pick the numbers on your screen. Phone Dr. Amuzu is actually the P doctor what you say. Dr. Amuzu Techima no Accra or Sunyane. Dr. Amuzu our branches all over the country in Tibisio ko Dr. Amuzu aso you oban so na wo hwe me na onim say nipa na won ka fo no na boy na obia ojama o feeling nansan jabie na abafom ati ase nansan temperature no abafom enye sa wo na abo masa o boy no eluzu bibi very important into Mr. For numbers we o say honey I have a surprise for you what you say what to boxers ache what to singlet ache say see anu for Dr. Amuzu number surprise o boyfriend no say na be going for in 2021 e be krabehwe ama wonesa boy no. And then back to Ogidi Brown. Ogidi Brown says say anu on a crime officer they don't have anything to do again because crime officer disrespected Ogidi Brown openly. It was for Bekaya when Ogidi Brown came out ranting about family and all of that. Crime officer at the video be betu just say Ogidi Brown engineer and because he say no or no crime officer no waba. So if it's about family yes in the past Ogidi Brown should focus on no crime officer and send a beya bibia because to come seriously crime officer is very talented. Crime officer is equally good just as familiar abia the time number but then your Ghana no those of us who have followed Ogidi Brown and crime officer for some time will attest to the fact that crime officer are very good. Crime officer this our video no better joano and Ogidi Brown the into Ogidi Brown finally were terminating the contract and then or say notice of termination or say this letter is to provide formal notice of termination to the general public that the music contract between the CEO of OGB Music Ogidi Brown and Prince Isaac Akko, popularly known as crime officer, dated on the 11th day of January 2021, you were notified of default under our contract by this letter. Therefore, this contract is terminated for certain actions taken over the media against the record label owner, that is Ogidi Brown, about the viral video you made concerning the issues between Ogidi Brown and his former artist Famia to exit from the record label should something happen to him which the management finds it as a betrayal and actions pertaining to disloyalty. You are hereby advised to cease all performances, recordings and activities that concerns your part of the contract in consideration. Our contract was only a year old and same days old, but I wanted you to know we greatly appreciate having you on our record label. Your dedicated service and contribution to the record label was remarkable, even though the past year amidst COVID-19 pandemic season was very challenging one, but you harbored no ill feelings at all towards the entire team. Please note that the management requires you to fulfill certain payments by the contract, and please feel free to contact me with any additional issues you may have regarding this contract termination letter. Best wishes, signed and sealed, Ogidi Brown. So Ogidi Brown is saying that even though their contract has been terminated, I'll say a crime officer as per the agreement they had. And then why is Ogidi Brown taking monies from SRTs? Because crime officer on Shadam Blue, sir, that is the question on a lot of people's lips. That is the question a lot of people are asking Ogidi Brown. Oh dear, only Obinya problem. This is a situation where Ogidi Brown is the one terminating crime officer's contract, and then he's asking for some payments to be made as well. What kind of payments is Ogidi Brown talking about? Is crime officer going to react to all that Ogidi Brown has said? Is he going to leave the record label in good faith, or there are lingering issues that it would bring to the attention of the media? We see for once again, Mekamu said Dr. Amuzu, a Burma specialist. What he has here, he's a penis doctor, and Mr. Dr. Amuzu say bibia be kama whatever challenge you have with your you're kind of saying genital organ. Dr. Amuzu say come to him bibia be kama Ghana page. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube, Ghana page. Follow us across social media on Facebook GhPage News, on Instagram at GhPage News, on Twitter at GhPage_com. You can also visit our website www.ghpage.com. My name is Gypsum and I still remain your MC General. Awibas.